You've been lied to. Not by a scam, not by a knockoff, by brands with beautiful stores, glossy campaigns, and names you probably trusted for years. And the frustrating part? The moment you understand how they actually price their products, you'll realize it was never hidden. You just weren't told where to look. Today, that changes. We're going through 7 men's clothing brands that are genuinely robbing you, and I'll be specific about why, because it's overpriced isn't good enough. Then we flip it. 5 brands that actually earn what they charge, including one almost nobody talks about that I think is the best value in men's clothing right now. If you're new here, this channel is Brand Style Meter. Honest, no agenda analysis of men's style and the brand behind it. No brand deals shaping the narrative. Just straight information that helps you dress better and spend smarter. Hit subscribe now, because what's coming over the next few weeks will cover exactly how to build a wardrobe that looks expensive without the price tag. You don't want to miss that. Now, quick context before the list. The average man spends over $800 a year on clothing, and the gap between what a garment costs to produce and what it sells for has never been wider. Some of that gap is legitimate: design, logistics, retail overhead. But a significant number of brands have figured out they don't need to improve their product. They just need to improve your perception of it through marketing spend, logo placement, and what I call manufactured aspiration. You see the brand in the right magazine on the right person in the right part of the store, and your brain starts associating it with quality, even when the fabric in your hands tells a different story. That's the game. Once you see it, you can't unsee it. Let's get into it. The 7 brands robbing you blind. Brand 1, Ralph Lauren Polo Mainline. Let me be precise here, because Ralph Lauren, as a company, makes products across a wide range. Purple Label is genuinely excellent. RRL has real craftsmanship. I'm not talking about those. I'm talking about the Polo Ralph Lauren you find at the mall. The classic peak polo with embroidered horse. $80 to $110 depending on the season. Here's the issue. That shirt is largely produced in lower-cost manufacturing regions, Bangladesh, Vietnam, Sri Lanka, which is fine. Good clothing comes from those places. The problem is the price doesn't reflect that reality. You're paying for the horse on the chest, not the shirt underneath it. And here's the detail that really stings. Find a polo shirt from 15 years ago in a thrift store in the back of your dad's wardrobe and hold it next to a new one. The fabric weight is heavier. The construction is tighter. Quality has quietly gone down while the price has gone up. For that same money, a Super cotton polo from Uniqlo or Buck Mason wears just as well, lasts just as long, and looks just as clean without the logo tax. Brand 2, Hugo Boss. Hugo Boss has done something clever. Position itself as luxury adjacent. The stores look expensive. The packaging feels premium. The price points on suiting push into territory where you'd expect real craftsmanship. But most Boss suiting at the entry and mid-level uses fuse construction. The layers of the jacket are glued together, not stitched. That's not a luxury technique. It's a standard contemporary one, and it's the same method used by brands selling suits at a fraction of the Boss price. A fused Hugo Boss suit at $700 or $800 is competing in terms of actual build quality with a half-canvas suitsupply suit at $400. The suitsupply suit will hold its shape better, breathe better, and drape better over time. What Boss is selling is the idea of European sophistication. That idea carries a significant markup over the physical product underneath it. If a suit actually matters for what you're wearing it to, spend that money somewhere it works harder. Brand 3, Supreme and the broader hype streetwear category. I'll be fair, I understand what Supreme is and what it's for. The cultural identity, the collector's market, the community. That's real, and I'm not dismissing it. But if you're buying Supreme because you believe it represents clothing quality, I need to step in. A Supreme Box logo hoodie retails around $170. The hoodie is constructed on Hanes blanks, not Hanes inspired, literally Hanes, which you can buy without the box logo for around $35. The gap between $35 and $170 is not quality. It is entirely, completely the logo. And before anyone says resale value, most people buying Supreme are wearing it, not flipping it. And a hoodie that costs you $170 but performs like a $35 hoodie is an expensive way to signal that you know what Supreme is. The hype model is engineered around your fear of missing out. Once you recognize that mechanism, the purchase decision looks completely different. Brand 4, Zara Menswear. Zara doesn't really pretend to be something it isn't, but men still overpay in a way that's easy to miss. The issue isn't a single purchase. It's the replacement cycle. Zara's fabrics are engineered to look good in the store and on first wear. After 6 to 10 washes, many of their core pieces lose shape or fade noticeably. So you buy a shirt for $40. It looks great for a season. Then it doesn't, and you're back. Over 2 years, that $40 shirt might actually cost you $80 or $120 when you factor in replacements. Meanwhile, a shirt with better fabric construction costs you $60 once, and you're still wearing it 3 years later. That's the cost per wear calculation Zara's marketing absolutely does not want you to run. Add inconsistent sizing across their range, meaning poor fit, returns, compromises, and you've got a brand that costs more than it appears to and delivers less than it looks like it will. Brand 5, Lululemon Menswear, specifically the casual line. I want to draw a clear line here. Lululemon's ABC pants and their core training gear are genuinely well made. I'm not putting those on this list. What I'm questioning is their expanding casual category. T-shirts, everyday joggers, weekend pieces sitting at $60 to $80, with a technical justification for that price doesn't hold. A casual Lululemon tee at $68 isn't $68 worth of t-shirt. It's a lifestyle product benefiting from the halo effect of their better technical gear. You're paying for the association, not the fabric. For athletic training, where the material technology genuinely matters, Lululemon earns its price. For a t-shirt you wear to get coffee on a Saturday, you are overpaying, and there's no performance story that covers that gap. Brand 6, Calvin Klein Mainline. This one exposes something the fashion industry counts on you not knowing: the tier brand system. Calvin Klein operates across multiple distinct product tiers. At the top historically was Calvin Klein Collection, the actual designer line. Real quality, real craftsmanship, justified price. Then there's the main line you find at department stores. Then Calvin Klein Jeans. Then licensed products. Here's the problem. The logo across all these tiers looks nearly identical. The shopping experience feels the same, but the quality varies enormously, and the pricing doesn't always reflect which tier you're actually buying. Men regularly pay designer-adjacent prices for a licensed mid-range product, purely because the Calvin Klein name carries aspirational weight that the actual product no longer supports at that price point. Check the tag. Check where it's made. Check the fabric composition. The label on the outside and the reality on the inside are two completely different conversations. Brand 7, Tommy Hilfiger. Tommy Hilfiger built one of the great American fashion brands in the 90s. The preppy Americana look, the flag branding, the cultural moment. It was genuinely iconic. The brand that exists today is a diluted version of that. Quality control has become inconsistent. Fabric weights have dropped, price points have held, and in some cases increased, while the product is quietly moved in the other direction. What you're largely paying for with modern Tommy Hilfiger is nostalgia, a cultural memory of a brand that was once aspirational. The actual garment in your hands in 2025 often doesn't justify the price tag attached to it. I'm not here just to tear things down. I said at the start we'd give you the full picture. So let's talk about where your money actually works. Before I get into the 5 brands worth your money, and I think the second half is honestly the more useful part of this video, make sure you're subscribed to Brand Style Meter. The next video walks through the exact wardrobe framework I built starting from scratch on a limited budget. It'll change how you think about buying clothes. Subscribe, hit the bell, and let's keep going. The 5 brands actually worth it. Brand 1, Uniqlo. Most people know Uniqlo is good. Fewer people know why, and the why is what makes it actually useful. Uniqlo's model is a direct inverse of everything we just covered. They spend almost nothing on celebrity marketing. No logo culture. No status signal. What they invest in instead is fabric technology and supply chain consistency. Their Supama cotton holds its weight and feel wash after wash, year after year, which is rarer than it sounds. Their merino wool pieces compete with brands charging 3 to 4 times the price. A Uniqlo Supama tee at $15 is not a $15 t-shirt in terms of longevity or feel. It's a $40 or $50 shirt that costs $15 because the brand chose not to build a marketing empire around it. For foundational wardrobe pieces, basics, layering items, casual trousers, Uniqlo is nearly impossible to beat at any price. That's not a budget recommendation. That's just an honest one. Brand 2, suitsupply. If you need to dress well for work, events, or any occasion where a jacket matters, suitsupply is where I'd send you without hesitation. Here's the specific reason. In the $400 to $600 range for a suit, suitsupply offers half canvas construction, sometimes full canvas on their higher lines. We talked about fusing earlier. Canvas is the alternative. The chest piece is stitched, not glued. The jacket moves with your body, holds its shape over years, and ages the way good clothing should. Getting that construction quality from a heritage brand or traditional tailor would cost you $1,200 to $2,000. Suitsupply delivers it at less than half that. Add consistent fit across size runs, quality in-store alterations, and design that's classic without being boring. And you have a brand that justifies its price completely. If you want to look like you spent serious money on a suit without doing so, this is the clearest path there. Brand 3, Buck Mason. This is the one I mentioned at the top. Buck Mason is a direct-to-consumer brand out of Los Angeles. And if you haven't heard of them, that's partly by design. No influencer campaigns. No trend chasing. A focused range of products. T-shirts, chinos, denim, outerwear, made very well. What specifically sets them apart is fabric weight and construction consistency. Their Curve MT is cut from a fabric most brands at double the price don't match. It holds its shape after dozens of washes. Their denim is made in the U.S. You'll pay for that, but in this case the price reflects real production costs rather than logo tax. Buck Mason is a brand I point people toward when they tell me they want to spend less but look better. That combination is genuinely achievable, but requires buying smarter, not cheaper. Fewer pieces, better quality, longer lifespan. Buck Mason makes that equation work. Brand 4, Filson. Filson is an upfront investment, and I won't pretend otherwise. The entry price is real. But here's the math that reframes it. Filson's core products, Mackinaw wool jackets, wax canvas pieces, bridal leather bags, are built to last decades. Not years, decades. And they back that with a genuine repair program. If something fails, they fix it. Compare a Filson Mackinaw jacket at $550 against 3 consecutive mid-range jackets at $180 each over 10 years. Filson is cheaper. It looks better, and it gets better with age. Wax canvas develops character, will softens and shapes to you. This is what an actual investment piece looks like. Not a logo, not a brand name. A product so well engineered that the cost per wear math comes out in its favor over time. Filson is for the man who's done cycling through clothes and wants to buy once and move on. Brand 5, Rice. Rice sits between the high street and true luxury, and a lot of men scroll past it because it doesn't carry the cultural noise of bigger names. That's a mistake. What Rice does well is accessible sophistication. Their suiting fabrics, particularly in wool and wool blends, are noticeably better than Zara or H&M's premium line. The design is clean, European, and classic without being fussy or trend-dependent. For a man who wants to look genuinely put together in business casual or smart casual environments, without committing full tailoring, Rice fills that gap well. A Rice blazer in a solid neutral will outlast 3 seasons of trend cycling without ever looking dated. Their fit is also more consistent than most brands in their price range, which matters more than almost any other single factor when it comes to actually looking well-dressed. So, the full brand style meter breakdown. 7 brands I'd encourage you to look at differently, and 5 I'd point you toward with confidence. And I want to say clearly, none of the brands on either list pay to be here. This isn't sponsored. There's no affiliate pressure shaping the recommendations. Just the honest read. The brands on the first list aren't villains. Some make genuinely good products in other categories. What I'm pushing back on is a specific practice of charging a premium the product doesn't justify, and counting on you not knowing enough to notice. Now you do. If this was useful, subscribe to Brand Style Meter. It takes 2 seconds, and it helps this channel keep growing, which means more content like this instead of whatever the algorithm decides you want today. Drop in the comments which brand surprised you most. And if you want to know exactly how to build a wardrobe that looks expensive, works for every occasion, and doesn't require you to think about it every morning, that video is right there on your screen. I'll see you in the next one.